A family ordered to hand their £600,000 home to neighbours in a row over a fence say they have nowhere to go. The Constantines, who have lived at the 7-bedroom house for 31 years, lost a legal fight over an extension they claimed was built 3 inches into their garden. Southwest News Service Herman Constantine says his family has nowhere to go after the legal battle. The couple, who are both retired, say they have been through the most stressful part in their lives as they prepare to leave their home in East Ham, East London, on January 5th. Their living room is already filled with dozens of boxes as they prepare to move out less than 2 weeks after Christmas. A judge ordered ex-council worker Yvette, 57, and Herman, 66, to hand over the keys to next-door neighbours the Alley family, for them to sell to recoup legal fees after an 8-year battle. The Constantines, who have lived there since 1986, accused the Alice of knocking down a fence and building an extension 3 inches into their garden while they were on a 3-week cruise in the Caribbean in 2009. Southwest News Service Sadar Ali, pictured, had been locked in a legal battle with his neighbours since 2012. The Constantines' house, left next to the Ali family's home, right in East Ham, East London in 2009. The Constantines accused the Alice of knocking down a fence and building an extension into their garden while they were away. The Constantine family have been ordered to move out of their house, right, and give the keys to their neighbours. The Constantines and the Alice have been embroiled in an 8-year legal battle over a 3-inch extension. They took the case to court in 2012 when they could afford a solicitor. But earlier this month a judge ruled in the Alice favour and demanded they sell their home to pay the legal fees. Yvette said, "We were told they have to sell our house. Can you imagine that? We tried to appeal but they didn't give us permission to appeal despite our overwhelming efforts. It's been the most stressful point of our lives." Southwest News Service Herman Constantine, 66, and his family have just 3 weeks to leave the house they have lived in for 31 years. It means Herman and Yvette, 57, will be homeless just 2 weeks after Christmas. Herman, 66, added, "I don't have any kind of money now, everything is in my house. It's giving me a headache and I don't want my blood pressure to go up. Who wants to live here? My house is in a bad area, a bad spot now. It's really, really painful." Southwest News Service. The Alice have installed CCTV cameras on their home since spat began 8 years ago. Southwest News Service. A sign on the door of the home at the Constantines asks delivery drivers not to leave parcels with neighbours. Yvette said the families got along before the spat, adding, "We were not good friends but we were polite and civilized. They are not really someone I would have a conversation with apart from hello and goodbye. We came back from holiday and saw the structure on our land." Yvette said they initially did nothing about the extension because they couldn't afford a solicitor. Southwest News Service. The view from the rear of the Constantines' garden shows the extensions in the Alice gardens. Southwest News Service. The 3-inch overlap which has caused the legal dispute between the Constantines and the Alice. She said the family were still paying the mortgage on the house and will struggle to find funds for another place. Speaking this morning, neighbour Mr. Ali, 62, said, "I don't want to talk about it. The time to talk about it was 8 years ago but not now." Since the spat, the Alice have installed CCTV cameras on their house. A woman who lives next door to the Ali family said they are good neighbours who take around food occasionally. Southwest News Service. The Constantines accused the Alice of building an extension 3 inches into their garden while they were away on holiday in 2009. Southwest News Service. The Constantines accused the Alice of trespassing by knocking down their fence and building an extension. A neighbour on the other side of the road, who also did not give his name, said, "I didn't know anything was going on there. I don't know them but I didn't realize that was happening. They're just normal neighbours." But a hint at the 8-year spat might be found on the Constantines' front porch, where a faded note reads, "Please do not leave deliveries with any neighbours." thank you. Man with world's largest penis is registered disabled due to 19-inch member chopper battered to death at checkout in frenzied attack by thug. First picture of young woman found dead in Yorkshire flat with partner half-naked. Walker hunted by cops for skimpy hot pants revealed. Canary Islands hotspot faces outbreak of deadly yellow and dengue fever. Chris Tarrant charged with drink driving after cop tip-off in planning row. A judge issued a final ruling on December 1st due to non-payment. Mark Woloschak, of lawyers Slater and Gordon, said border disputes can be horrendously expensive. If you lose you pay the other side's costs. That's how it works. Moment Jodel delivery man flings Marks and Spencer flowers over a garden fence. We pay for your stories. Do you have a story for the Sun online news team? Email us at tips@thesun.co.uk or call 0207 782 4368. We pay for videos too. Click here to upload yours.